Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Bianca Skogan Beauty. I'm so glad to have you guys here on a non-declutter video. I've been having a lot of declutter videos because I'm, spring cleaning, although it's almost summer now. It's a long process. I think I still do have some more declutter videos in the wings, but we have a non-declutter video today. We have my monthly unboxing video, and I only have one box this month. I actually decided to quit my Eyescream Beauty bag. I threw those declutters. I was like, Bianca, you have too many eyeshadow palettes. And I was getting eyeshadow, they were good eyeshadow palettes. Good, especially for the price. It was $12.50. Why? Another reason to quit it is because I could never remember the price of that one. $12.50 for the bag and then $4 shipping. Either way, it was $16.50. And then I would get a full-size palette. So it was really good for the price. But I was finding that during that declutter, I was decluttering most of the palettes that I got in that Eyescream Beauty bag. And I discovered I had over 500 palettes. So anyways, I quit Eyescream Beauty bag. Not because it was bad, but I'm oversaturated. I will never quit Eyescream Beauty Box because it's the best. It is the best indie makeup subscription that I've ever found. It's $29.99 a month, and you get 5 to 7 beauty and makeup items in it, which is just a steal. And a lot of the times, the items that I get in here are like kind of brands that are already on my wish list and or new releases. Like last month, we got a Sugar Drizzle palette that had just released. So it's a good box. Although this month, it's in a bag. It's not in a box. So I think it's because there's something in here that's really oversized that wouldn't fit in the box. I'm pretty sure we're gonna still keep getting the box. We'll see. So I only have one thing, one box. So I shouldn't even call this my monthly beauty unboxing anymore because I used to have several boxes. Sometimes I get a trend mood box every once in a while or a mystery box, but anywho, we just have one. So this is my Eyescream Beauty Box unboxing. I have foundation on. That is all I put on today because there's some things in this box that I'm gonna put on my face. So if that sounds interesting to you, watching me see what I get in my May Eyescream Beauty Box and then putting it on my face, you are on the right channel, and I'm excited to have you here. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, all of the things. All right, let's talk about it. Let's get into this bag. I mean, it's a bag this time, but it really is a box. It's throwing me off. In the box, every month, it comes with this nice description card, which I love because it makes filling out my description box so easy. It says May Legends Blossom. It looks like 6 things in here, so it's pretty awesome. It's supposed to be 5 to 7. And then I actually picked up an extra one this month. I'll talk about it later, so I guess I have 7, but I paid a little extra for that 7. Okay, so let's just start getting into what's in here. We got 2 eyeshadow pencils, which I'm wondering if they're different colors, what's going on here. But we got 2 of them. So is this counting on here? Is this counting as 1 or 2? This counts as 1 because it talks about how they're each. Oh my gosh, hold on. I have to recalculate. I counted on that and it said 6, but yes, there are 7 items in here. Okay, so for the last couple of months, I've been saying it's 5 to 7 beauty items, and it's usually 5, and 5 really good ones. But this month we are legit getting 7. 7 good ones, I think. So pretty thrilled. Pretty thrilled for $29.99. Micro Precise brow pencils. Oh my gosh. Oh yes, they are in different shades. So we have 01 and 02, and this is from Base Blue Cosmetics. And this actually was the brand that a couple of boxes ago had the palette that had like the artwork on it. It was the girl's face, the art piece, the girl with the pearl earring. Is that it? And it's like, anyways, the girl with the pearl earring painting was Base Blue. So we're getting that brand again. Anyways, we have 2 colors here. It looks like, so this one is, looks black and that one looks brown. These are $10 each. It says this dual-ended brow pencil delivers smooth, dual-ended, oh yes, okay. If an eyebrow pencil doesn't have the spoolie on the other end, it's nonsensical. You need that. Precise color for shaping, defining, and filling your brows with ease. So this is the brown color, pretty brown, okay. Then let's do the other one. I do like getting eyebrow pencils. I think it's hard for a subscription box like this one where I don't tell them my hair color or my skin tone, or if I'm cool toned or warm toned and stuff like that. So how do they know? But I think that is why they sent 2 in here, so that hopefully with 2 pencils, this is so hard to, with 2 pencils, you'll get the right shade. Okay, yes, one is more warm tone and one is more cool toned. Wow, okay. Oh, one is kind of black. I feel like this is something I'm gonna need to give away because like my eyebrows are kind of dark, but they're not that dark. Maybe I'll give this to my mom. My mom has really dark brown hair. Anyway, so excited to have, like, I'm glad they gave us 2 because hopefully, you know, enough people will fit in between there somehow. This box had some issues. I think it's because it's in the bag, not the box. The box, you know, keeps everything secure. This one probably got knocked around in transit a little, which is fine because the actual primer is fine. So this is from Appeal Cosmetics. It is a hydrating eyeshadow primer. I love eyeshadow primers. I wear an eyeshadow primer every single time. And I'm not wearing one right now because I may have taken a sneak peek in this bag / box to see what was in here, to see what makeup to put on already. Do you know what I mean? So we can wear this today. And hydrating is great because I have really dry skin. So I'm excited about this. It's $21. Nice. The next thing is just like this little tiny item right here. Tiny but mighty. Chantico Beauty. This is loose duochrome pigment. It's $15. And I love duochromes. I think they're great. But a pigment, I don't know. I did in one of my declutter videos, I talked about how pigments are hard for me because they make a big mess. But they're so pretty. Wow, that one is really pretty. It's like pinky purple, maybe a little blue. I actually had a subscriber tell me that they were like, hey, why don't you just press this and make it into a solid? And I was like, that's a good idea. It's nice because it has this little flap here so it doesn't make as big of a mess. It has a lid. Like there's this lid and then there's another lid. Ah, nice. Really pretty. We're gonna see if I can wear that today. The next thing on the list is a lip oil. This is from Illuminati Cosmetics. We get this brand a bit in this box because I feel like they're working with the same brands because they probably have like a deal going on, you know what I mean? Anyways, this is a lip oil. Nice. I don't have anything on my lips right now, so this will be perfect. It is a glowing lip oil, hydrating. I feel like almost everything's been hydrating so far, which I am a fan of. Hydrating lip oil gives you the perfect mix of comfort and color with a soft mauve tint and glassy shine. It's $21. The choice item that I got 2 of, and I think I paid $7 extra. It might have been 8, but I think it was 7, were from Ofra. I love Ofra Cosmetics. But I feel like I like their blush, bronzers, and highlighters the best. I know they have a full line of stuff, but that's, I feel like, what I've tried the most from that brand. So I had the option of getting either of these 2 items. Like these are normally $35. Getting another one for $7. It was a pretty good deal. So we have a highlighter in the shade All of the Lights highlighter. Wasn't that collaborated with Kathleen Lights? Although it doesn't say that, and it usually says if it's a collaboration. Anyhoozle, so we have a highlighter, and it's got different colors, so you can just like go into one color if you just want that, or you can mix it around, which is usually what I do. I mix it around. And then we have, I feel like it's a kind of what I just said. Like you can mix it around and get like a pinky toned, like a, what do they call them? Bronzer. Or you can just go into this side and get a blush, and go into this side and get a glowy bronzer, or you can get the bronzer. So, and this one is in California Dream. So I paid an extra $7 for an extra one of these because I love Ofra. So I was excited to have it for such a good deal. $35. Haha, I was right. So they are $35. You know what? Inflation has hit a lot of things. And maybe it's because those were always kind of expensive. $35 is kind of pricey, but they've stayed $35 this whole time I've done my channel. Like I remember them being $35 4 years ago. So that price has stayed the same. We got a really big eyeshadow palette, and I believe this is the reason, actually this totally is the reason why this is in this bag instead of the box. I doubt this would fit in the box. It's ginormous. Okay, it is from Beauty Creations, which is another brand we get in this box quite a bit. I have a couple of Beauty Creation palettes, and it's The Legend. And I'm worried that there's gonna be glitter, because right now this is a little like plastic lining on it. No glitter. Okay, I was like, is this gonna be a glitter bomb? Glitter gets everywhere and stays everywhere. Am I right? Okay, so this is, ooh, It's really pretty. It's purple and red, mostly. A little bit of pink. This reminds me of the Vamp palette that came out from Bella Beauty Bar, or the palette from Lunar Beauty. Is it the Halloween version 2 palette? That's what this reminds me of. But is a much better price. It is $21. The Legend palette by Beauty Creations. This palette is inspired by the Queen of Tejano. Oh, yeah, Tejano music. Selena Quintanilla. Anyway, so it is inspired by Selena. Nice. We're gonna pull it together and we're gonna put all of this on my face. Are you excited? I'm excited. So I swatched out most of the shimmers, and the shimmers are really nice. As you can see there, this is a one swipe swatch, but there's a lot of loose glitter, which you can tell those are not loose glitters. That just transferred over. Not as a huge a fan of loose glitter. I don't have to use it. Obviously, it's only a $21 palette. I guess if you like loose glitter, it's in this palette. Okay, so we're gonna start off with, from Appeal, we are going to use this eyeshadow primer. Interesting, it's in this little, like, I was expecting a wand. It's not a wand. What do I do? Gently blend the primer onto eyelid and allow it to dry. Okay, I don't think I've ever had it in a, like, I should probably put it on like that, but I don't know what to do. Okay, maybe I could go like this afterwards. Ooh, the metal is cooling. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. So I don't pull out too much. I'm just getting some on and doing what we did before. I don't know. I actually haven't had an eyeshadow primer that I'm like a huge fan of since I ran out of the Rare Beauty one. So it'd be nice to have. I'm kind of like trying to use up the Makeup by Mario one. But anyways, it's not really my favorite. It's just the one I'm using up right now. It said allow to dry, so I don't want it to still be wet, but it's hydrating. So I'm thinking of purple and red because this is a very purple and red palette. Maybe I can go purple to red to pink. We're going to start with this. I said pink, so we're going to start with this pink. They don't have names on them, which is actually kind of good because then I'm like not forgetting to tell you the names because there's just no names. I remember when I was little seeing Selena in theaters, the movie with J-Lo. And it was funny because I have 4 sisters and we all wanted to see a different movie that night. You're welcome for this whole story. But I remember that I wanted to see my little sister. I don't remember. This was, oh no, how old am I? I'm almost 40. Oh no, this was probably like 30 years ago. Well, okay, cool. So we all chose different movies. And like my mom went to one of the movies with us, and my other sisters and my dad went to the other movie. And the other movie was Anaconda. Was that it? Was that what it was called? Either way, I just remember it was interesting because J-Lo was starring in both of the movies. She was Selena, and then she was I don't know, I actually never have seen the Anaconda movie. It was too scary for me. I was kind of little. But I remember seeing Selena, the movie, and just thinking it was a really, real tragedy. And now, as I am an adult and I'm into true crime, I've watched a couple of people cover the true, Selena story, and it's just so sad. Okay, we're going to just take this purple color and we're going to put that in the outer corner. I love a purple look. Let's see how these mattes do. That's not too bad. It's building up and it's kind of blending, and I'm not using like a blending brush. Nice. Also, I'm kind of testing out the eyeshadow primer as well because obviously I've never used it before because I just opened it on camera just now. So if the eyeshadow doesn't work great, it could be, if it doesn't, I'm not saying it isn't working great. I'm saying if it doesn't, it could be a consequence of the primer or the eyeshadow. I would need to use each of them separate to determine. Same purple color, I'm just building it up at this point. Trying to blend it, build it. I usually use like a packing brush to kind of get the color there. And then after that, I'll kind of use a blending brush to just make sure that, well, there's a hair, that everything blends. Am I right? Purple is one of my favorite, purple and red for that matter, is one of my favorite color stories to rock. we're gonna have a good look today. I just put in a new wallflower like 10 minutes ago, and it's right over here. And I'm like, I feel like I'm breathing in wallflower right now. It's Pink Pineapple Sunrise by Bath & Body Works. It smells good, but not super in my lungs. It's not one of the ones that has like, you can control the scent control plugs, or I would turn it down. Oh, you're welcome. I'm a talker. As you know, if any of you guys are new people from my declutter videos, fabulous. And you will see that I'm a talker, or you already know. I have never claimed to not be. I feel like the mattes are a tiny bit patchy, or just this purple is. And actually purple is kind of a hard color to work, to create because it's so pigmented. So it might just be, again, it could be the eyeshadow primer, but I feel like it worked better on that one than this one. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, we're gonna make it work out regardless. It's gonna be awesome. I wanted to do red and then pink. So let's do red in the middle. You know what? I'm going hard. I'm going red. We're just, that is so pigmented. I was not, holy, you know, I feel like usually expensive eyeshadow indie brands are where you get like pigmented shadows. You do not have to spend, like this is a $21 palette. You do not have to spend $70, $80, $90, $100 on a palette to get high pigmentation. Although I feel like what I just said, the high, like those $100 palettes usually don't have high pigmentation because they're like the luxury ones. Anyways, I'm saying a lot of things. Back in with the pink to just kind of blend. I'm mixing these two pinks together right there to get kind of a brighter pink right here. Because I actually think I just want a shimmer in the inner corner. I want to use this one because it's kind of a duochrome. Like it goes from blue to white-ish. So, yeah, that'll be really pretty. And we also need to not forget, and by we, I mean me, the pigment by Chantico. That is happening. I love a duochrome in this inner corner here. I feel like it always shines really pretty. Having the light inner corner, I think, is helping because this, I did go overboard a little with this look, admittedly. I did. It is gonna need some blending. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna pour some of this into the lid. Ooh, a lot went into the lid. Sorry, I gasped a lot on that one. All right, we're gonna use my glitter primer by NYX. Sometimes I'm not going anywhere after these videos, but I actually am going on a date with my husband. We're going to see a movie and some dinner. So I don't want to look like I don't know what I'm doing. That's pretty. I'm always nervous about pigments because yes, they do kind of get everywhere, but like, how do you get them to stay on without getting everywhere? Yeah, that's obviously why I use the glitter primer, but pretty. It has like a blue flip to it, pink and blue flip, which I think works for this look a lot. Let me clean this up. I think we're done with the eyes. I ended up putting in my waterline, this from ColourPop. I thought a red would be fun in the waterline. A little much, but I don't care. It's Be My BB. Anywho, I also felt like I needed more brightness in the inner corner, so I ended up using this, I guess the lightest, brightest shade in the inner corner there. So, and I put on some mascara. I actually put red mascara on the bottom lashes, if you can tell. Now, let's go to this. And we also have the eyebrow pencil. We've got a couple of things. I'm actually glad that we got a lip oil because I feel like if I would have a bright color, it would be a lot. We're already at a lot. This is a lot look. I feel like I look like Jim from the 80s, like the cartoon Gem. Anywho, I'm using this is a BK Beauty 109 brush, but I feel like it's small enough to kind of get into this little corner here and just corner. Is it, there's no corners on a circle, Bianca? I mean, I guess there's a corner. You know what I meant, right? I wasn't as good at geometry and trigonometry as I was better at algebra and calculus. Anywho, so that's apparently why I don't know my pi sections. It's a nice color. Would it work on everyone? No. Does it work on me? Yeah. Okay. Actually, I feel like I went a little hard. So I'm gonna just take a big fluffy brush to kind of, like maybe the color is actually a little bit, it'd be better for me for summertime. Then we're gonna take the blush in here, same palette, different brush. Little section here. Nice. I think it's good that the sections are big enough that if you do just want to go and get like blush versus bronzer, you can. Highlighter. This one I am going to kind of, I love Ofra highlighters. This side will probably be better for me though. There it is. Nice. And say it had maybe a little layer of like, I had to kind of get past because it's a brand new highlighter. And this is a very soft brush. Okay, pretty highlighter. Nice. Okay, now we have the eyebrow pencil from Face Blue, and I'm going with shade 2. I did put some eyebrow gel in my eyebrows just because that's what I always do, but that helps them to kind of lay down. All right, we're gonna try to do this with my mirror and you, and hopefully everything works out. It is kind of like teardrop shaped. So it is micro, but you can still like lay it, get a smaller tip if you go this way, or a little bit less small if you go lengthwise. Okay, I think that the color works pretty well for me. My hair, I re-bleached it recently and it went really red, and I was contemplating getting a like auburn eyeshadow pencil just because my hair was so red, but I've been using so much purple shampoo and toners and stuff to try to cancel out the red that it's not going to be red for long. Like up here, warmer. It's actually much less warm than it used to be. But then these parts at the bottom are so blue, it'll average out in the end. Okay, it's a pretty good pencil. I do feel like because it's so small, I'm going to use it up really fast. Though there did come with 2 of them. So I can't use both of them. I mean, I probably could use the black, but then I would have very stark eyebrows. That's a nice eyebrow pencil. So I just put on a lip liner in Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury. I just wanted something very natural because there's a lot going on here. It does make my green eyes pop, but it's a lot. I always do that. I don't always try to go so hard, but I just do. Okay, so let's see. It is supposed to, ooh, there's a bubble on top. It's supposed to have a little bit of pigment. That smells nice. It's kind of a little bit, a hint of vanilla, although it's hard to tell with this wallflower that's going crazy over here. It's a little sticky. And I feel like lip oils are supposed to be an oil and not sticky. But all in all, it smells nice. It seems like it would be really moisturizing because it's thick. So I feel like this is a good one if you want it to not have your hair stick to it. That is not going to happen. But I feel like it's really good for being shiny and moisturizing. Okay, so all in all, it was a really good box. I don't think it's my favorite Eyescream Beauty box. I like Beauty Creations, but they're not my favorite eyeshadow brand. I prefer when they have Wicked Widow Beauty in there, or Gourmand Girls, or Sugar Drizzle. I prefer when it's a brand that I prefer, but it is a really good palette. And I think I came up with if a lot, it's a lot, but it's still really pretty. So anyways, what did you guys think? What did you guys think of this video? What did you guys think of the look? What did you think of the palette? What did you think? Thoughts? If you stayed till the end of this video, I did this in my declutter videos, and I said if you stayed to the end, like put in a purple heart and stuff. And like, I thought it was so much fun because I could see who watched till the end because I talk a lot. So I think I'm going to try to implement that more often. Although I just did purple heart and I have purple on. Let's just do another purple heart. I liked the purple heart, and I need to like look up emojis and find which ones are out there, and like, so I can tell you guys this. But I think I have a purple eyeshadow. Let's do a purple heart again. Am I very creative? Not today. But if you watch till the end, do a purple heart to show me that you watched to the end. And I'll, say thank you. All right, well, if you like this video, if you want to see more from me, subscribe to my channel. If you want to be notified of my videos, push the bell. And most importantly, be nice to yourself because you're amazing. Have a great day. Bye.